Hey, everybody. Welcome to Rounding the Bases podcast. I'm Coach Coons along with Coach Porter from Ahead and Account Recruiting. And what a great time to be involved with baseball and softball recruiting wise. But Chad, just the major league stuff that's going on right now. Have you ever seen as many superstars on the field at one time?
Can't say that I have. I mean, it is it's pretty neat. It's the amount of talent, the amount of guys on the field, the way these games are ending, the way all these games in the playoffs are ending are unbelievable. And I think beginning tomorrow night in New York City, I think that I think it's going to be very exciting.
Oh, this thing could, you don't know. I mean, it looks like the Dodgers are invincible, but you get back to that New York crowd and everything else, and it could totally change. And the biggest thing I'm taking away from this is reading the reports afterwards of all these teams out there getting ready to give up superstars to make room to get better superstars.
Yeah,
And that made me think about today the NIL that our clients or college athletes are looking at to get into a particular school in the bidding war that's going on out there, which took me to one more spot, which is our topic of tonight, is how we are the different packages that we have at the price point where we have it can be entirely beneficial to someone looking and going through this process.
yeah.
And that's where we want to talk about tonight is, we have a program here where I want to say it's not always if you spend the most money, that's the best thing because it involves where you fit into working with that athlete. And you know as well as I do, we both recruited thousands of athletes, thousands. And most of those have been, sorry, coach, I'm going somewhere else, or whatever the
Yeah.
reason may be. So we know the ins and outs at this point to help kids with colleges. We've been in the trenches. We've been doing this business now, but our hands-on experience. We're not salespeople. We're coaches. And why don't you jump right in, break them into what your perspective is on what we can offer them, and then I'll go a little bit more.
Yeah. So first of all, we are two baseball lifers, former college coaches in the game, right? And um, we're new. We're new. We met and decided to get this thing going together. We're new, but one of the things that we want to do from the very get go is have this to be affordable, have the one-on-one relationship with the families, and we're going to work our tails off to place kids in the right spot.
Right.
In the right spot, and we're not taking people's money and running with it and all that stuff. We're going to work hard. You're going to have our cell phone. You're not going to call you know uh, some call center. You're going to have our cell phones. You're going to work with us. We're going to be available all the time. So understand that, us going in, because we've been there. We've been in the trenches. We know what it's like to go and recruit kids. So a couple of different things with our company. Number one, we seek kids. So we actively look for kids. We attend showcases. We attend baseball games. So that's the first one. The
Right.
second thing is we're not going to take just anybody. Okay, we're going to take people that we really believe we have a legit chance to place in the right spot. Now, I'm a firm believer that there's a place for most kids to play out there. There really is. Okay, but it may be a level that you're not thinking right off the bat. Okay. The next thing is this is not an exact science, right? It does not, from our evaluation, what we think that, sometimes it's going to take longer to place a kid. Sometimes, we worked with a young man last year that he went on his first visit, first workout, first offer, took it, and he's throwing 89 there now. I mean, he's doing a really, really good job. Had it worked with a young man the other night. When we started working with him, he already had a college visit set up. Did not push the packages that we're going to talk about here in a minute. Said, hey, look, go take your visit first. If you commit, great. If not, let's talk about packages afterwards. Simply
Right.
because we're dealing with humans. We're in the business of relationships and humans and being around people and that type of stuff. You're just not somebody we're going to put in our database, in our portal, and all this stuff. We're going to work. We're going to work hard. We're going to talk to people we know. We're going to place you in a good place, right? The best we can with good people, with good coaches, using our network, okay? So, and we're also going to give you advice about training. We'll take a look at your videos. Hey, well, this is what we think about your hitting, your fielding, your pitching. Try this. We're going to, we can consult. It's not just, can you call these 10 schools for me?
Right.
Okay. So let's just kind of lay that. So how's this process start? Before we get into the packages, how's this start? So either you've reached out to us, your coach has reached out to us, which a lot of times coaches that we know will reach out and say, hey, can you help this kid? So either you've reached out to us, a coach has reached out to us, we've seen you somewhere, okay, and we've somehow gotten in contact with you, okay?
And the big thing is, do you really, truly, heart 100% into it, want to play in college? Because you're only going to be about 7% of the whole population that's going to make it. But do you really, really want it? Or are you there because someone else wants it for you?
Yeah.
If you truly, really, 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 really want it, we will fight for you.
Yes.
We'll go to battle and we will help you as much as we possibly can.
And and we're going to tell you a little bit about the college and the program. It's, for example, we're trying to place a kid, infielder, really good ball player, full transparency. You need to go and play for a certain type of coach that really values players who are hard nosed, who play the game really well, who just want to win.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
right? So we're going to get you. This guy's a player's coach. Okay, this guy's a little tougher. This guy. I mean, I think it's really important, and I don't mean that negatively about any coach.
Right. Oh yeah.
Okay, but it's the fit. Hey, there's 75 kids in this program. You might get lost. So we've made contact somehow. What's the next step? Okay, the next step is we're going to have a phone conversation, probably brief, tell you a little bit about us. We're going to ask for video. As much clear video as possible. Running, fielding, throwing, catching, everything. We're going to watch that video and we're going to set up a consultation call with you that's completely free. And we're going to come out and we're
Right.
going to say, hey, look, this is what I think. This is where we can help you answer questions and then see if we want to partner. This, once again, like Coach Kuhn said, the seriousness of you wanting to play, that's huge. A lot of kids don't understand, okay, that when you have a baseball coach who's coaching you, who is a full-time baseball coach, an employee of a college or university, assistant coaches, right, who want to be head coaches, who want to get to the next job, you've got to understand it's serious business, right? It's serious
Big
business.
time business. Yes.
Okay, it's serious. And what's serious about it is like I've never worked one day in my life in the game of baseball because I love it. I
Right.
wanted it. But you're going to have so many ups and downs and peaks and valleys. You may go in and you may go 0 for 10 and 0 for 10 in the first 2 weeks of inter squads, and the coach may say, he may put a little pressure on you and say, look, you got to start producing, whatever. We can help you with that type of the mentality. So once we get done with our consultation call, typically over Zoom or something along those lines. We can see you face to
Right.
face. You can talk to us, all that good stuff. You're going to get on our website if you just say, hey, look, I think you can help us, and you're going to pick a package. Okay? So this is where I'm going to volley it back over to Coach Coons to talk about the packages.
Well, and piggybacking with you, we'll talk to you however you want to talk to. I had a young lady the other night. I'm not going to say her name, but we FaceTimed. She was in the car, her mom, everybody else. She kept going through dark spots and disconnect, as we call it. We'll do whatever is convenient for you, because there's nothing more important than family. Number one, I don't care what you do. That's number one. So we work with around your schedule. Coach Porter, we have our cell phone. We're available. But it's when you're available. But after you get all this evaluation stuff done, we have in a hidden account recruiting 4 different programs that we deal with. Now, let's be upfront. Our programs do not go above $1,000 in what we do. Now, you'll say, well, then you don't do what these guys do. Yes, we do. Our goal is to try to help you get into a school and not spend your money trying to A, get money, or B, money you can use when you get there. If you like to spend $3,000 or $4,000 with a recruiting company to get that done, by all means, work with them. We're not salesmen. We both have jobs. We do this nights and weekends is our life. We make calls during the day, and that's why we can do it. A, we love the game. Baseball, softball, we love the game. Number 2, we love to see you be successful once you get to where you want to go. And number 3, and I think Coach mentioned it, there's no guarantees, but you still have to do some work with us. You just don't put us in the spots and then stop. But we start with a leadoff program, and Coach, interject wherever you want here. We talk about who you want, who you are and what we do. We give you a player self-assessment after the free consultation. What are your goals? What is your recruiting status right now? How do you assess your athletics and academics? Are you number 1 in your class? Are you a C student? Things like that. What is your biggest concerns? Then we'll give you our assessment based on those metrics that you give us. We'll plug you into a recruiting scale, that all colleges use. We'll get your speeds and things like that, and different benchmarks and different levels. And well, you want to go play for Tennessee baseball, or you want to play for Oklahoma softball. Well, parameters are a little bit different there than they would be for somebody else, and we go through all that with you. And then talk about your biggest challenges going forward, your goals. We give you a brief evaluation, and we give you recommendations. We start the process. That's our basic program that we offer. We will stay on the phone with you. That's a phone call all the way through, and go from there. We jump up to the next level. Now, if you go into, we have ours broken down as a leadoff program, a base hit, extra base hit, and home run. If you buy into the base hit program, which is $4.99, that includes the leadoff program and the next level. We do video calls with you. If you need it weekly, we'll do it weekly. We check in with you. We help you set up your goals. We'll set up workout programs. We'll get information from you. We'll do college searches that fit your criteria. Do you want what part of the country? Mid-Atlantic, Southeast, Northeast, Midwest, West? Do you want a school that's 2,000 to 5,000 people, 5,000 to 10,000? JUCO, NAI, we go all that. We plug your stuff in where your academics would fall. And then we'll get you a list of schools and we'll narrow it down with you. And we will contact 10 of those schools personally on your behalf. We'll help you with video. We'll help you with images. We'll create that game plan for you. And we'll do an individualized custom scouting report that you can use to send off to schools. Now, if you choose to jump up to the next level, which is at $6.99, you get all that stuff that was in the beginning. Plus, we're going to help you on social media. We're going to update that scouting report whenever you have new things come in. We're going to take our Twitter and our social media and personally put you out there. Get your name out there. Different things you send us, we put it on there. It goes. We'll contact more colleges for you. We'll help you with camp and showcase selections. And we'll reevaluate, make sure you're on track for the correct courses to get into schools. And build that resume up so we can start narrowing it down. And if you want to jump into the home run package, which is $8.99, includes everything that was up to that point, we are throwing your name out there left and right. We do a full-fledged scouting report. We'll contact any schools at that point that you want. We get you coach contact reports. We give you the people we've talked to. We'll show you how to do the email writing and all that stuff, what to say, what to do, all that. We direct coach, market you to all coaches that'll match your criteria. Again, all social media. We do the emailing, help you with the template, because at this point in time, you might be a junior or a senior, and you're going to be getting letters. Come to our showcase. Now, is that because they're interested in you, or is that because they're doing it as a fundraiser? Or vice versa. And again, all of that is under $1,000, and we stay with you through the whole process. And coach, add to this, but I know when I got into recruiting players that I wanted, was interested in, I would stay with them until they told me, look, coach, I'm going to go somewhere else. We are the same here. We stay with you 24/7 until you are enrolled or have decided to go there.
Absolutely.
We don't just say that it's over. But on the flip side of that, understand that no matter what company you work for or work with, they're not going to do it all. You still have to do some work to provide us with information, with film, with idea, this, that. We build it for you. We will help you every step of the way. And in the end, like I say, at this point in time, we've had 100% placement of schools that fit people's criteria. We've called coaches. I've called coaches that I know. I've called coaches that I didn't know and have made great contacts. And to the point where they now contact me, hey, I'm looking for a third baseman, or I'm looking for this, or whatever. And that's where we're starting to get to the point of, in helping people get to their goal.
Yeah, we have a package for everybody. It depends on how detailed you want us to be. Regardless of the package, though, we're with you. We're with you to the end. But you have to understand, you're going to pay a lot more for the same services, okay, with other companies, and probably less interaction with the other companies.
Correct.
We're not just going to throw your information on a website and let coaches get after it. We're texting, emailing, calling coaches on your behalf, helping you write those emails, getting your stuff on social media. So, look, it depends on the involvement that you want. Like any other business, depending on the package, you get more. However, we're going to help you in any way we can, and we believe in our product, and we believe in what we're doing, and would love to work with you.
And our success rate speaks for itself. Like I say, I'm talking to a couple softballers right now, and I explained the first thing I'm not a salesperson. When you get a call from us, you're getting a call from a coach. I don't know what other companies do. Sometimes they'll have salespeople call and then they'll refer you to the coach or what. I don't know. I don't know that for a fact, but I know when we don't have an answering service, we don't have somebody making calls for us, you're going to get the call from us. And we're going to tell it like it is. We're not going to, if we don't think you're a Division I athlete, we're going to tell you where we think you fit in. If that's not something you want to hear, I'm sure there's somebody out there that'll take your money and tell you that. And then that actually happened. I had a player I was working with and told him, and he ended up working with someone else and called me back his senior year, needed help, got him into a school. I just got a letter from the other day. He was the leading hitter on his team, and he thanks me for what I did in that 2 or 3 months of time to help him get to that point. So, I mean, it pays off homework because we've done ours.
Well put.
So if you are interested, aheadaccountrecruiting.com is our website, or you can email us at aheadaccountrecruiting.com. No, it's aheadaccountrecruitingllc@gmail.com
Yeah.
is our email. But you can also go on our website and there's a questionnaire there. All we're doing is getting your information, plop in a video, we'll call you back or text you back to set up a time to give you your free evaluation. If you want to work with us, we'd be more than happy to do that. If you don't, we wish you good luck and hope you get all your dreams answered. But go hit our website, aheadaccountrecruiting.com. We have a lot to offer, and I think we can. I think we can offer. I think we can help just about everybody that's out there.
Agreed.
Till next week, we will see you then. We will have a topic. We'll probably be talking about the World Series because who knows how that'll go. But just for the record, Coach Porter, Dodgers, Yankees. I did say that a couple weeks back. We were talking about
You
it.
did say Dodgers, Yankees, and people ask me. I think I said it too. That's good stuff. I'm excited about tomorrow night.
I hope they can come back, but it's awful hard when you have 3 former MVPs batting 1, 2, and 3 in your lineup.
Yep.
And I'm a Freddie Freeman fan. I'm pulling for the Yanks a little bit, but to see him having the season he's having, especially on one leg, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
We will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.